I'm the king of this shit, yeah, I'm built to last. Bitches trying to front, but they don't got the craft. Rolling with my crew, we move quick like a flash. Living that street life, making money, making cash. I hate your team, they just wanna crash. But I'm balling on a level, yo, I'm sipping on that sass. Smacking off the podcast, don't you step to me. Talking all that noise, but you're just a parody. Fuck your mama, know you hate my clarity. We live in thug life, that's the reality. I'm the voice of the streets, I'm the absolute truth. Got these fuckers shook, they just playing the sleuth. You claiming that you tough, but where's your proof? I'm flexing all these wannabes, I'm the living proof. Hard street living, always rolling deep. In the shadows making moves, never lose my sleep. My rhymes hit hard like a punch from the street. So fuck with me, you know you can't compete. Stacking off the podcast, don't you step to me. Talking all that noise, but you're just a parody. Fuck your mama, you know I did. We live in thug life, that ain't no shit. Smack, smack, yeah, we making waves. Cast hitting hard like we digging graves. Got that fire in my soul, feel the heat that raves. In this life, boy, you either thug or just slaves. With my crew by my side, we rise up like kings. Life's a game of chess and I'm pulling the strings. Got the world on my back when I'm counting these blings. Motherfuck your team, they don't know we're the same. I'm the real deal, no imitation. Speeding raw truth, no hesitation. Built from the struggle, pure determination. Smacking off the podcast, my revelation. Smacking off the podcast, don't you step to me. Talking all that noise, but you're just a parody. Fuck your mama, know you hate my clarity. We live in thug life, that's the reality. I'm the voice of the streets, I'm the absolute truth. Got these fuckers shook, they just playing the sleuth. You claiming that you tough, but where's your proof? I'm flexing on these wannabes, I'm the living proof. Hard street living, always rolling deep. In the shadows making moves, never lose my sleep. My rhymes hit hard like a punch from the street. So with me, you know you can't compete. Smacking off the podcast, don't you step to me. Talking all that noise, but you're just a fucking freak. Fuck your mama, you know we all did. We live in thug life, that ain't no shit.
What you daddy don't like, you don't. I'll be you back in Watertown. The sun's back alive. What you white, like the gun, one you get her. We know, don't do, we know. We know, don't do, we know. What you do.
Smacking off the podcast, yeah, we making waves. Cash hitting hard like we digging graves. Got that fire in my soul, feel the heat that raves. In this life, boy, you either thug or just slaves. With my crew by my side, we rise up like kings. Life's a game of chess and I'm pulling the strings. Got the world on my back when I'm counting these blings. Motherfuck your team, they don't know we're the same. I'm the real deal, no imitation. Speaking raw truth, no hesitation. Built from the struggle, pure determination. Smacking off the podcast, my revelation. Smacking off the podcast, don't you step to me. Talking all that noise, but you're just a fucking freak.
These motherfuckers right here. Yes, these motherfuckers right here. Fuck 'em. We don't want to talk about them. It's getting boring as fuck. These motherfuckers right here. Yes, these motherfuckers right here. Fuck 'em. We don't want to talk about them. It's getting boring as fuck. These motherfuckers right here. Yes, these motherfuckers right here. Fuck 'em. We don't want to talk about them. It's getting boring as fuck.
Those donkey balls are bouncing all around. Bounce up, bounce up. Those donkey balls. Those donkey balls are bouncing all around. Those donkey balls are bouncing all around. Those donkey balls are bouncing all around. Those donkey balls are bouncing, making all praise.
Sniffing, you can smell them. Those donkey balls are yelling, and they're swinging to the beat of the loser's song. Never turn your back, 'cause those donkey balls are bouncing on your dreams. Suck 'em, suck 'em. Those donkey balls are bouncing on your chin again. What a silly, got to grin again and again. Never turn your back, 'cause those donkey balls are bouncing on your dreams. Suck 'em, suck 'em. Those donkey balls are bouncing on your chin again. What a sin, we gotta grin again and again.
This segment is a smacking of the podcast presentation.
Your team sucks, donkey balls, and it's such a sad story to tell. Your team sucks, something fierce, and your coach sucks as well. The football world is laughing, cause your team takes the cake. They're all making fun and laughing at your games.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Your Team Sucks Donkey Balls, a smacking off the podcast production. What's up, Doug?
What's going on?
All the fun and excitement in the whole world, because we get to have Dead Man Walking. That's even though they've already walked, right? We've been predicting this for a while, Doug.
We have, and I made it last night, and it was really cool. And then I had to throw another person under the bus, just so we could have a dead man walking that's still walking, because this dead man ain't walking no more.
There you go.
This dead man's in a coffin now.
He's in the coffin, man. He's like been put away, but he's got paid to do it. His insurance paid off. That's a big problem for college football, Doug. Is these programs are paralyzed by these buyouts now, and with the NIL and everything else, and this huge money game that's going on, sooner or later that's going to have to break. Do you think with this is the year with all these different coaching positions open that schools or conferences will stop the buyouts? Do you think the madness continues?
I think it continues.
It's an arms race.
A lot of money in this, and so, I mean, it's just like protecting an investment, I guess. Merchandising, all that stuff, it starts falling when you're losing. It's not a pretty picture. But anyway, let's do roll call, Dr. Balls.
Let's do it.
Bruce.
Hey, gang. How's it going?
What's going on?
I hope everyone had a nice Halloween.
Present and accounted for.
Yeah.
Ed, what'd you do for Halloween?
I ate most of the candy because we didn't get any trick or treaters.
Oh,
I was in the same mode, Ed.
Nikki, what did you do for Halloween?
Watched football, our high school game.
Awesome.
There
Awesome.
you go.
Do you have trick or treaters in your area, or is it a?
No.
Oh, okay.
We do,
you live in one of those places where there's a lot of room between the houses?
Yeah, just a few little plots. Nothing too big.
That's our problem. We ain't got no neighbors. I mean, we get ready for Halloween, but nobody's.
We do a big one here in town at the city park. Everyone sponsors it, and we set up like 100+ tents from businesses, and kids treat there because everyone, other than being in town, you live on property, so you can't really treat, going 15, 20 acres between houses.
Yeah.
We live in an area where it's highly populated, and the stores, we have what's known as the Proctor District, and all the stores get together and they throw a big old thing, and it's really nice for the kids. So we're limited on the amount of kids. We probably get 12 or 15 kids coming by the house, but it's really neat. It's still awesome seeing all
Yeah.
the costumes.
We would go into the neighborhoods, but no one treated on Halloween because it was our rival game in Brownwood. So everyone drove an hour and a half away to the game, and then a lot of them treated on Saturday. Well, I wasn't going to treat because I had too many good football games on. So
Board up the house.
yeah, there was plenty of candy though. They give out way too many.
So for my outfit, I thought about setting my hair on fire and taking off of my motorcycle so I look like Ghost Rider, But
That would be funny.
it would be funny. It'd be like a Richard Pryor, Michael Jackson style moment. But better
It could be your last ride, though. It's the problem, Bob.
yeah, it'd be awful. So
With
we
hair.
didn't do it. But it's what it is. But I thought about it. That's how much confusion is caused by all this excitement, guys. This is the biggest turnover I've ever seen in college football and coaches. And it's a whole new planet in terms of everything that's going on. If you talk about the transfer portal, NIL, coaches getting shucked mid-season at major programs at a huge. Wow.
While I'm thinking about this, NIL's probably got a lot to do with this because you've
yeah.
got people that are pouring money into this, and they start putting the pressure on. They say, "I'm not going to put any money into this if you keep this fucking guy. If you keep this guy."
But it's still not like NIL shouldn't change the way you allow your coaches to coach. You might be giving these players money, but they still need to be developed, and it takes time. Between that and the transfer portal, you still have to develop that player to your team's scheme.
That's
I
true,
have a question.
that's true, but like if you look at the situation with Auburn, that's his third
Well,
year.
I mean, that was
and
yeah.
there was
He needed to go.
There's no progress.
But we said that when they hired him 3 years ago, that we gave him probably 3 years. But I think that everyone firing mid-season is because they're afraid they're going to lose out on the right coach.
But who's the right coach? I
don't know.
see.
You know what,
That's
Nikki?
the problem. Either you dig into your resources to each university and pull up an assistant or someone, but on a whole, there's no Urban Meyer around. There's no
Thank God.
Chris Peterson or Saban around. There's not.
You know what they're doing though when they do this early like this, Nikki. They're also giving the teams that possess these coaches a chance to counter.
They are, but you're also seeing, okay, so we watched Tulane the other night. They're completely out of sorts. So I don't think it also has to do with the counter because we watched that with Rule. He signed a contract and left to go an extension and still left to go to Nebraska. So these coaches, if they want to leave, they're going to leave with an extension or not. They really don't care. But here's the thing is you have right now, like Tulane is calling Samurai. Everyone's calling his agent. So he's thinking, oh shit, I could have LSU or I can maybe have Kentucky if they get rid of Stoops or this one. So his mind is no longer in the game. They got destroyed.
Yeah. And you know what the worst thing about it is the coaches thinking that these transfer portal quarterbacks, these rejects are going to somehow get better at their school. Even the ones that stayed haven't improved lately. I found that interesting. Klubnik even stayed and he regressed. You know, you got Carson Beck, who a whole lot of hype has been talked about both at Georgia and at Miami. He's regressed, right? You look at the ones like that Will Levis that come from Penn State. He wasn't good enough for Penn State. Kentucky thought he would be good enough to win there. He didn't do it. You look at the guys at Auburn, specifically at Auburn, right? So this is a pretty simple offensive system. You got to read the hand the ball, give the ball, or do a RPO, right? And that's basically the entire offense. And yet Jackson Arnold couldn't get it. And then the next transfer guy they got in to replace him last night, he couldn't get it either. So, these are damaged goods, and you're paying them money just like coaches that are damaged goods. You're trying to tell me that Franklin and Freeze are going to who failed with first tier resources are going to go somewhere else and have different results? I don't know. If you're
I think Franklin is probably the best coach and the best person of all these people that have been kicked to the curb.
So I just want to say this to the Auburn people, and I don't know that Auburn will hire James Franklin, but if they do, I just want to say that Penn State is a better program, overall program with deeper pockets than Auburn.
Yeah,
exactly. So he's not going to do any better there than he did at Penn State. I mean, the 10-2 might be all right at Auburn. No, I mean, they might be satisfied with that. With him never winning against Alabama, with him never beating top 5, top 10 programs, as long as they look good at the end of the year, 9-3, 10-2. I don't know if that's going to be satisfying, Doug.
Yeah, I agree. Let's welcome Clemson Dane. Clemson Dane, what's going on?
My team sucks donkey balls, guys.
welcome to the club.
And so does mine. Hey, guys, Dave, did you know that I read somewhere that last night's game between UK and Auburn was one of the lowest scoring games in like 40 years?
The Dodgers and Blue Jays both outscored Auburn.
Yeah, there you go. 10-3. I know it was the lowest scoring game for Auburn since like 1990 as far as their own outfit. So
I cannot believe that Auburn fired Hugh Freeze. What are they doing, dude?
They got
Who
more
are they
money
going to
than
replace
sense.
him with? Who are they going to fucking replace him with?
hell, I don't know.
Well, what are all of them
Some
gonna
other
replace with?
bum that got fired?
Yeah,
What
that's
in the
exactly.
fuck?
Because these schools like Auburn and stuff, they're not able to go after a coach right now that has a stable job. They're going to have to look for someone that's fired.
And I
Well,
just
who
think
the fuck would
athletes
want
are.
to take that job, though?
That's
I
what
mean,
I'm saying.
They run.
Who wants to leave a stable job where they're winning, know that they're safe there, because you're not safe at Auburn. It's like Florida, Arkansas, you're not safe.
Well, I also think that the main thing that's out of the frame of the picture is, are athletes willing to be coached? And that's the biggest question that I have in my mind, because you can have excellent coaches, but if a kid's making $250,000 a year at the college that he's playing for, how much tuned in is he?
Dude,
How much-
some of these kids are making more than the coaches, bro.
Yeah, and I think that has to lend to a breakdown of structure at these universities. I would hope it's not, but I can't see it not but happening with the 18-year-old kid who's hard-headed and doesn't want to change his ways.
I agree. Now, if you really look at it, if you're trying to dodge guys that are damaged goods that couldn't get them done in first-tier programs, who's left them? Well, that was the question, so I'm going to tell you who's left. Even though Summerall has crapped out lately, you've got him, you've got Satterfield, right? And who was the other one? And Jeff Brom. Those are the three guys that are out there that could be pulled to a bigger program to do more.
I think they're going to have to start looking at these coaches that are in smaller programs or pull within. I think FSU, when they fire Mike, which is going to happen at some point, they end up having Gus as their head coach.
Yeah. Hey, Ed, I think that's you with the bag of potato chips. Are you on the Snyder's of Berlin again? And
Hey, we got a few doors to open, but let's go ahead and open the one that I made. This is a door I made last night, and I'm getting sick of these motherfuckers firing people before we can open their dead man's door. God damn it!
Yo, Freeze, what the fuck you doing over there? We think it's time they send you packing, boy, and you know they will. You're a dead man walking, we calling it now. we feeling confident about this thing, you ain't surviving this shit. No how. Ain't no way you should be employed, boy. They done figured you out. Get you out. Get you out.
You know, the firing of Hugh Freeze, everyone, is really just a reflection of shit that you expect in the SEC. And how do you know this? Because when a coach is under pressure and they lose to Kentucky at home, they're usually fired. So you suck donkey balls, Hugh Freeze.
I just want to say this: 1-11 against ranked opponents.
Damn.
That's
Well,
all.
let me make sure I got that right. Let me pull it up. Let's see here.
Reverend Freeze.
Yes. That's 1-11 against ranked opponents. At least that's what AI told me, and it sounds right to me. God damn it.
Oh yeah, 5-14 conference play, 9-9 at home, 10-12 against SEC opponents, and a 5-12 SEC record in 2025 after a loss to Missouri. They had a winning season under Freeze so far. I think it's a great graphic that highly demonstrates that he sucks donkey balls, Doug.
Yeah, it does. I mean, short of showing a picture of him actually licking the donkey balls.
I thought that was a picture of him.
It is, but he's not licking donkey balls. We might have kids watching, Nikki.
He's very happy.
Matter of fact, your kids are watching, aren't they, Nikki?
They are. They are.
Okay.
The question I have to myself is that I'll bring to light is, would they be better off with Brian Harstein there? Yeah.
No, I don't
yes,
think they would.
Yes, Nikki.
I
I hate to say it, they would have been.
But they weren't. I
spent
mean, they
how
were a
much
little
money
bit better.
to bring
It'd be better
Hugh
with Gus
Freeze
still
in?
there.
Oh yeah,
still suck.
Gus had a great record against Saban. I mean, why did they fire Gus? I mean, I was telling them to fire Gus. I was telling them to fire Gus because I was tired of
pressure
Gus
from
beating
the
Saban every
boosters.
3 years.
But
It's the pressure from the boosters who have all this money. They'll shell it out. Here you go. Fire that coach and bring someone else in. They do
I
it
agree.
at Florida. They did it, and they'll do it at Clemson. When it gets to the point where they can't stand it enough, they'll pay that money out. Let's bring someone else in.
But do you think? I think that Clemson. It's not as much Clemson right now. I think it might be time just for old coach to find a new
Dane, I think you're muted or something.
You're muting yourself.
You're muted. You have to find the unmute. I think his mic is active. Say something, Dave. Cocaine is easy to cook. What's that?
Fuck you too,
Oh.
Dane.
Oh.
Sorry, we don't
Love you,
hear you.
Dane.
We see your lips moving though.
But you know, I want to talk about the future of Freeze, Doug. So the future of Freeze for me, right? So this is a guy that's basically going to get paid any way it goes. So for me, the future for him is to go to a program like he came from Liberty after the last time he crapped out, to go to a mid-tier program like, say, Marshall, right? And make that place a little noise there. And if he really wants to get back into major Division I, because I don't know a program that's striving to be in the CFP that wants Freeze. Am I wrong about that?
No, I think that if Freeze goes to a place like Marshall, he needs to stay there.
Dane, try it again.
Can you hear me now?
God damn it, Dane, we can hear you this time.
Dude,
Can you all
Dabo's
hear
not
me?
going anywhere. He could have 5 more years like this.
Come on, let's get these doors, man. We got to get these doors, Dane.
We're not firing him.
Let's get the doors.
All right, let's open door number 4, Dane.
Hey Mario, Mario, is your season gone? Can you win a big game on the road? Is it any different than before? We gotta know, Mario. You just got to know.
to have the resources that the University of Miami has, particularly an ability to recruit from an amazing talent pool and money behind you, name behind you, near blue blood status, and to constantly crap out against elite teams, right, would make
Did
me
they
bleed.
lose?
Yes.
And
Who'd
I
they
mean, I
lose
called
to
it,
this
but I
time?
was still cheering for them, and that's what pisses me off is they have the talent in this team. What the hell is going on?
Well, back through the game, boy.
No different
Yeah,
than
it
for
kind of makes me wonder if he's got
Clemson.
money on that shit or something.
5-0 and ranked number 2 in the country. That's the heights that Miami climbed before this tumble here.
Amazing. And, I mean, they were well
Well,
positioned, just like Clemson was well positioned, but they were well positioned to, all they had to do was ride out this stretch of games and be in the ACC championship and get ready for the CFP. But the two of the last 3 games, they crapped out, so they suck donkey balls, especially Coach Cristobal.
Oh,
He
he
sucks.
pisses me off. Oh,
well,
yeah.
At Oregon, and I hate to regress, but there again, Oregon was his meal ticket. Okay, when he was at Oregon, it was up and down with him. So when he actually left the program, they weren't really that unhappy because I think it took them less than 48 hours to hire Dan Lanning, and they're happier than a pig of shit. And, they're happy. They're glad he's gone.
They're steady. They're steady
He was
program.
There was
overrated there.
some inconsistency factor with his coaching.
Did Ed say they were overrated there?
I'm not
Cristobal
saying they're
was overrated.
overrated. I think he's overrated.
That's what I
Okay?
mean.
And being at Oregon, having that money with Nike made him look like a real good choice to make.
What are you saying on that, Ed? I want Ed had an opinion on that. Let's see what he said.
I think Cristobal was definitely overrated when he was at Oregon, and I didn't know what all the hoopla was about him.
Oh no, I liked him at Auburn or at Oregon, but I understand why he went home. I mean, I don't fault him for
I can
that. But there's
understand
just
the money.
something with that program that they cannot get past. I don't know. Maybe next season you get Beck out of there. You do have a young offensive line. You have a young defensive line. You have a pretty young team. You get Beck out of there. Maybe get the right quarterback in. I don't know. Something. It just
They
pisses me off
had the
because
right quarterback last year, and they didn't get to the playoff. It's the coach.
I don't
He's
know
not-
if
he is
was-
a slightly above average coach.
He's bad with clock management. Do you remember that, Ed? That clock management lost them 2 games last year?
Well, lost them the Georgia Tech game. All they had to do was take a knee,
Mm-hmm.
and it cost some guy $47,000 in a parlay because he hit his other leg.
So
And
I
that
don't
makes me
believe
wonder.
I'm too far off in my thinking.
I ain't hating on it. I just want to throw a counter. Since Ed was trying to get here, I want to throw a counterpoint into it. And also, these are interesting things now that we're talking about betting. With everything that's went on with betting in the professional leagues, it does make me curious. I've seen one play in my life that I felt for sure, and it wasn't just because I was a rabid fan, but I felt for sure that the guy legitimately threw the game, right? And this was Kentucky versus Tennessee when Arian Foster was playing. And a guy named Abdullah, number 1, who went to the NFL. I think he was on the Cowboys for a while. And Abdullah come up and he read the play. And from the free safety position, way up the field, he read the play and then stopped Arian Foster in the backfield on 3rd down. And Kentucky had the lead at the time. There's like 2 minutes left, right? And they had like a 3-point lead. So Abdullah takes his helmet off and gets a 15-yard penalty, even though he had stopped the dude for 10 yards behind the line. And the Tennessee has a 1st down. On the next play, Arian Foster gets the ball again, and Abdullah stands there with his hands on his hips. And when Arian Foster runs right by him, he never made no move to tackle him, nothing. He literally had his hands on his hips. So that I called into KSR, and there was a former Kentucky football player from that era that was on the defense with him. That was a great linebacker. I can't remember his name. He's number 56. He came from. I remember him when he played at Harrisburg High School. I can't remember his name, but he was an all SEC player, and he seen it all happen. And he stuttered. I mentioned that to him and Matt Jones, and he stuttered. I said, "That's the worst thing I've seen in Kentucky football." No offense, you guys, and but that's what happened. So when Beck threw it away the other day, Nikki, my mind went straight to that.
That's mine too, and I kind of I can't put everything. I mean, we can't put everything on the quarterback, but he single-handedly in this game actually lost it for them. It was it was like he did it on purpose. And I look, and James just asked, is Mario is overrated as Brian Kelly, and I don't think he is as bad as Brian Kelly, but he's starting to show that he can get to a certain plateau, but he can't get over it. Like he's stuck there. And I don't even think that if he had Cam Ward now with this offense and defense set up the way it is, that they would get over it. Like that's where I'm kind of sitting. It pisses me off because I've never had Miami's back. I can't stand anything from Miami. And this season, because of this team and the talent on it, I really expected so much more.
Were expecting more consistency, and it just didn't come.
But it says a lot about SMU. I think that this right here, like we're all about Mario, but I have to turn in the other hand. We're looking at a less talented team that never gave up, never once took 2 seconds of giving up on that game. And it shows right there, shows it how NIL honestly should be ran, because those players continue to play the way they did because it's a collective. So they each get so much, and then they get so much with wins. So they want to win.
The same thing about the Boston College game against Notre Dame. They never gave up. They hung in there tight to the bitter end. That was
just aren't as good. I mean, SMU's just a little bit better, but it's the same exact. I agree. It's the same. These guys, and we're seeing it with Tech now. And I really believe it has to do with that NIL collective, because it's the same thing. They all start out as a base. There's no one that makes more until they graduate. So they have their setup. They can't even touch this big money until they graduate. They're on an allowance, and every one of the players starts out at a certain amount, and they get so much more each game that they win. And the points they put on, and it's not like, oh, well, Morton gets it this week because he was, the best quarterback out there. Nope, they all get the same. So they play as a team, and I think it's helping the coaches as well, because you don't have one player that's sitting on a team with $7 million that's making more than your coaches.
Now, as far as Cristobal's coaching, guys, I'd like to go to something that's very interesting. As at the beginning of the year, Miami was doing well because their offensive line was dominating, right? And he's an offensive line coach, Cristobal is, but that's what's eroded in the last 3 games, right? So I found that very interesting. So, in my opinion, that's why Miami and Coach Cristobal suck donkey balls.
Do you know why? Have you not? I've noticed, because I watched their offensive line probably a lot more because of Max being on that offensive line. They're up until 2 games ago, they were rotating their offense and defensive line out almost every other, if not every 2 possessions. They were switching it up. All of a sudden, they're keeping the same players out there the whole game unless they have to take someone off the field. He all of a sudden changed this up the last 2 games, and they're not.
So is it because of more injuries, or what is it?
No, that's what I was trying to.
Playing the best players.
But they're not, because the way they were rotating it was what was keeping them going and keeping them strong, and honestly throwing off the defense. All of a sudden, it's something completely different the last 2 games, and they've dropped the last 2 games.
Yeah, I agree with you, Nikki, and that's what
They don't seem to be as explosive as they were in the first 4 games. at
Well, if
Wedding.
they're not getting no rest, that's probably why, Bruce. If
Yeah.
they were rotating them in, they'd come in fresh, and then they'd be able to push people around. But now they're wore out.
And their
Mhm.
defense is having to stay on the field a lot longer. Beck's throwing these interceptions, him not getting, that first down. They're going 3 and out pretty quick. All of a sudden, these last 2 games, and you're going, okay, that defense wore down. They can't keep up. I mean, those boys play their hearts out, but you're wore out playing that hard.
Any chance Chris Ball is on the hot seat? What would it take for him to be on the hot seat?
I think it's gonna take more than this.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think he'll have
they,
another year easily.
They're
Yeah,
not gonna run him out.
and they love him. And the Seattle game,
Plus,
holy shit, they're destroying
the
Washington.
question is always, who are you gonna replace this motherfucker with?
There's no one.
Who are you
right
gonna
now.
replace him with? Urban Meyer ain't walking through that door.
And you don't want him to. I'm sorry, you don't. They already have
I
enough
would love
issues
to
in
have
Miami.
Urban Meyer
They already have
as
too
an
many
offensive
issues.
analyst.
But it goes back to what Doug said earlier. These boosters say, get rid of this guy. I'm not giving any more money. So it doesn't really matter if they've got the next guy lined up when they are pressured to pull the plug.
Yeah, because they're wanting to keep all the NIL shit in place.
That's right.
So James Banks said that Charlton State lost to Abilene Christian Rooney. Shot at game day showing up in Stephenville, so they lost
I
their shot.
know. I'm so sad. We watched that game and it was heartbreaking. And the end of that game, I actually thought we might have a chance. It was something crazy that happened. I don't know if you guys seen, but we have brothers that play. One is on defense for Abilene Christian, and one is on offense for Charlton. And one of the brothers, tackled our player, and he was knocked unconscious, like on the field, a good 30 minutes, at least 30 minutes.
That's
And
some
then we
good old
scored.
slobber knocking football for you.
And we tied it up, and it wasn't even a hit that you would have thought would have caused it, to the point his brother tried to kick him, get up kind of deal, after the catch, and he didn't move.
Wow.
And they called the ambulance over. He was on the field at least 30 minutes, and it was heartbreaking watching them come back, because our shots of me camping out in front of Memorial Stadium went bye-bye.
Awful. Awful. We would have had some game day action. All right, Doug, what's the next door? What's door number 3?
Let's open it.
Josh Hopple, what the fuck you doing, son? At home and you can't run. What can you do? Son, you fucking donkey ball, Josh. And we ain't joshing ya. I swear you gonna fuck around and find out.
Tennessee made the CFP last year, which I found interesting. I didn't think they was that great, but they made the CFP. But this year, they ain't going to make the CFP. So that's not the expectations of Tennessee fans with all the smack they talk, right?
Who'd
So
they lose to this time?
Yeah, the fact
Oklahoma.
the fact that they made
That's
the
not
CFP
a fucking suck donkey balls loss.
Oh my God, it was. You didn't watch
at
the
home-
game,
at
did
home?
you?
I watched that whole game, man.
But
And
Oklahoma,
it was
I
a
love
suck
that
donkey
kid.
balls.
I like
At home?
Aguilar. He hit his wide receivers on some passes that weren't caught and dropped. There was the one in the fourth quarter was a really good example of him.
well,
just
maybe their wide receivers suck donkey
yeah,
balls.
that's what
But
I'm saying.
Oklahoma-
It's
we
not
gotta
all
blame the
high
whole team. Hey,
ball.
we'll blame his fucking wife if we want
Uh-uh.
to. Dave.
These
We
fucking
were-
animals got to catch the ball.
It's Bobby Hill's fault. There is no.
We've been known to go after coaches' wives.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We may go after Dabo's wife. Shit. What's his wife?
You better leave Kathleen's ass alone now, Doug.
God,
Pound
damn.
family
Five
pack.
more. I'll
So,
drive to Alabama right goddamn now. You start cracking on Kathleen.
All right, let's go. Come on, get in your car, Dane.
She is on
I'll
the.
see you when
She's
you get here.
actually in the
All right.
next door. Just to let you know, we put Kathleen in there. this
Oh
week.
goodness.
Yeah.
So I think we can
Kathleen
put High Pole
Sweeney
behind the
is
door
a
pretty
absolute
reasonably, but it's
sweetheart.
not all his doing.
No, but the way, I'm sorry, maybe we should put their fans behind the door
That
because
So
it was.
I agree
ugh.
with that, Nikki.
God, it's so. We have Tennessee fans in one of our admin chats, and listening to them even during the game getting destroyed, even talking down to Oklahoma's defense was just on fire, and they could not give them any credit. And they're before the game, it was like, "Oh, you are not coming into Neyland. You are not winning this game. There's no chance in hell. It's going to be a blowout." Blah blah blah. We blacked out just for this, and I'm sitting here going, "Yeah."
So let me say that Bob
Hey,
started this
Wade, I like that comment. Fuck FSU, bro.
out. Bob started this out by talking about the fact that Tennessee had made the CFP last year, and they did. And I think we need to talk about that for a second because this team, this fan base, said that they were going to go up and handle Ohio State in their own stadium. Matter of fact, they said it was their stadium.
It was
Neyland
Neyland
North. They said,
and they were checker. They were going to orange and white checker it.
yeah, and they
Did they do
went up there and
the
got their
checker?
ass beat.
And they still lost?
They
Yeah,
got, I mean, no,
They
it
got
was
their
they.
ass
It was just by like a point or like 40, but it was they still could not give them credit. Their fans still were talking about that it was a rigged game, that their team was still better. Like they could not grasp that they lost this game. They really thought they were going on to the next game,
I
like
saw
mentally.
a rigged game this weekend, boys.
Which one was it?
I don't know if anybody caught the end of the Clemson Duke game, but
Oh,
that was the biggest fucking load of shit I've ever seen.
what went on there?
I don't even want to fucking dignify it with my breath, dude.
You already did, Dane. Now tell us about it.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
Oh,
So now
come
we
on,
got to
Phil.
look into this shit. Goddamn, Dane.
Did
Don't
they
leave
make
us
a
in
catch and they
suspense.
called it a no catch? I seen that this weekend.
Oh, I see
No,
poor
they called
officiating
what was
almost in every single
clearly
game. If
they
you want to
called
call
what
it,
was clearly offensive pass interference.
Oh,
Like
yes,
the
we did see that,
receiver
didn't we?
tackled the defensive back, and they called it defensive pass interference
Goodness.
I mean, there were some calls in the Notre Dame
on
game in the
fucking
third
fourth
quarter.
down in the red zone
It's
I
awful.
don't know who the refs were in the Florida
with
Georgia
like
game, but
less
it was on
than a
both
minute to
sides.
play.
They were calling offsides on both teams, and no one moved. They were doing everything the refs could do to control the game, and it wasn't just like on Florida. It wasn't just on Georgia. It was
It's
literally they
every
were
game
calling
I've
stupid
watched.
shit.
The referees are interfering in the
They are.
game.
And in what's happening on
People have to
enforcement play.
start saying this shit out loud. I'm saying it out loud. These games are rigged, and the
Oh, I
referees
can't go that
are.
far.
Dude,
I think they're putting their
well, you
fingers
call
maybe
it-
on the scale.
Call it whatever you want, Bruce, but I'm telling you, these games are fucking rigged.
Okay.
I've
That's
seen
not
all
worth
kinds of stuff
watching tomorrow because it's not worth watching.
Can
I've
I
seen-
can I ask this question when it
It's
comes down to
not,
Florida
dude. I
Georgia?
don't even want to watch anymore.
What's that?
Gunner
Nick?
taking a knee and not scoring a touchdown.
No,
I
I
think
felt like that was more
Look at the
embarrassing to
spread.
y'all
Nah,
than
look
them
at the spread.
scoring.
Hell, do you know that you
I
would?
don't know what the spread was, but if I was your rival, I would do that to you too.
No,
Oh,
they
Clemson
would.
did it to Alabama in the Natty, and we
No,
should
do I
have won
think
by.
they will put. I don't care, Florida,
What was
Georgia.
it,
They
Doug?
would rather put as many points on that board.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, Dane.
There is no. They literally. Everyone lost that bet except for Vegas. If they bet on the points, you have to start questioning it when it's a little
When it
obvious.
fucking smacks you in the face.
Like when it's
Like it's
obvious.
a hard dong.
And I fight with James over this because I don't want to take away my love for the game of thinking that it's rigged in any aspect. But we've seen it a long time in the NFL, certain things.
The shit's
And
rigged.
I got to the point where, they forgot every year it was watching Kansas City get every freaking call. You couldn't even put a finger on Patrick Mahomes. It got so obvious. It was insane
He
until
was
the Super Bowl last year.
laughing while he was playing. Like there's video of it, him laughing at the opponents.
It's so right then I'm like, okay. And then they made up for it, of course, in the Super Bowl with the Eagles. But I'm sitting here going, okay, I've seen it for a while in the NFL. I cannot tape my college football. I mean, for us,
Dr. Balls, I know
Okay.
you saw the play. I
I
sent it in the chat. Did you watch it?
No, I watched UK and Auburn during that time frame.
Hell yeah.
I think
that
what is
game
happening.
had some shitty officiating too. Like they're
Well-
putting their finger on the scale.
No, I
And
agree with
they
you.
are,
Yeah.
and that's what I'm saying. And the reason why they are doing that is because every conference pays so much into officiating. And there's other conferences that are weak ass, don't have good officials. They don't want to put the money into the officials, but they're making millions of dollars. And their only thing they're doing is fucking with the quality of the sport itself. It's not right. And
There's
until
a narrative.
there's no legislation across the board with NC2A to them to control the situation, so it's up to every conference to seek its own level.
But
And
there's
develop
And
Did
its
you
own
see it? Did you
I
officiating
read
see what I'm
managed
talking about?
shit.
I read someone say, okay, in this game, like the Florida Georgia game, what team has more to lose for their conference? Would it be
If
Georgia that
Georgia
only has one
loses,
loss,
they are
or
in
Florida that's
jeopardy of
unranked?
missing the playoff. Florida's
Yeah,
already out.
exactly.
So
So
the
they
SEC
can't
is
take
gonna
that
protect
chance.
Georgia.
They can't take that chance. The SEC is not
They
going to say
did it. I
this year, I
fucking
don't
saw
want,
them do it.
like,
Florida caught the ball on a
oh, yeah.
50-yard pass.
Mhm.
And they reviewed it and still blew the call.
Yeah, and
Like,
that's my whole thing. And we would have right there kicked a field goal game, we would have won. My whole thing is though, they have more to gain with Georgia winning. You get another team into
okay,
the
but
SEC
it's
in the
like
playoffs,
all
and
up
there's the
in
money.
your face, rigged.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
nobody's calling it out.
people,
Why?
fans are. I've been watching fans call
Y'all
it
are
out for a
watching
while.
these games with me, Bruce. Am I lying?
What's that? Say that one more time, please.
The games are rigged.
I can't go that far. I think they're undereducated as their officiating crews go, and their ability, and they should be putting more money into it, not less money. And they're just getting by with
I
the
think
bare
the
minimum.
money is
with
the
these-
fucking problem.
What's that?
The money is the problem.
Oh yeah, it is the problem.
We
They're
don't
soaking
need
it
more
into the
money
wrong
in
direction.
college athletics. College.
I've always believed that
Not
there was a script.
professional.
I've always believed there was a script to the SEC in particular, and that certain programs got more breaks than others. And I've only
This year
seen
it's
that
been
narrative. I've only seen that narrative break a couple times in my life, and that was when one time was when UK went 10-2, 10-3 in the end. It was near miraculous, and they caught breaks for the first time in my life. I don't know if y'all remember. I'd be in the chat, and we was doing the live game. I was like, Kentucky caught a break in my life. I had never
I
seen it.
remember it.
Right?
This year it's been Georgia. If you notice the Auburn Georgia game, how bad the officiating was for Georgia to win that game.
Yeah.
And then I see it again against Florida, and I've seen it Georgia against a few other teams this year getting some. I mean, Kirby himself getting the bye was saying, no, I was clapping, or no, you know what I mean? Like, you can't, it's too obvious when it comes to which team it is. We've seen Bama there for a while. When Florida was on top of the world, it was Florida. We've seen it with every team, but it's to the point now these are obvious calls. Before, at least they tried to hide it. They
No,
don't
they don't hide
anymore.
it anymore, Nikki.
No. Mm-mm.
It's out there in front. There is not one single game that I've ever watched this whole season that there has not been an officiating screw up. They have to take 20 minutes to look at one play and regurgitate it over and over again and still come
And
out
still mess it up.
with a wrong conclusion. I'm agreeing with Dane on that aspect. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
sick.
It's self-evident.
And it's really getting old
To me,
as a Florida
it's
fan.
so prolific that I can't say that it's just dudes fucking up. It happens so frequently, and the plays that they're fucking calling, like they're reversing or just negating completely with bullshit flags.
Or ones that defend the
However they
game.
do
That it was
it, they
fucking
have
up.
all kinds of ways to do it. They're doing it. It's fucked up. what
Like I
they're
said, 10 years ago, I could say, oh God, they just messed up. They didn't see it the right way. But now they have
No,
reviews.
because it's getting worse.
Like
Am I
now we
lying?
have reviews for this reason that it goes to a review, not just the refs, a group of people set in front and dissect it while the refs are watching it, and they still are messing it up.
Y'all hold that thought while we open.
Somebody
door
needs
number
to call Cash Patel.
I will. I'll call him tonight.
That's what we'll
I'll
do,
call him
Dane.
tonight.
No,
Y'all
they're
hold
doing
this
it in basketball, so they should do it in football.
Matt Rule, Matt Rule. This is something you gotta do. You gotta win at home, son. If you wanna be for real, for real. People getting tired of the same old. You better recognize it's time to move to the next level. But you sucking on those donkey balls again. Sucking donkey balls with a big fat grin. It's a sin.
He can't get her done. So
He pisses
he
me off
sucks
too.
football. Pissed you off too. That's right. And I picked Nebraska in this game. So Doug, I mean, does he suck donkey balls or what? You know?
I mean, Nebraska was good enough to win the game. I mean, he just can't get it done when it's time to do it.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because Nebraska, when they were a factor, they added another element, right? So if for right now the Big Ten and the SEC are riding high and fancy free, but if Miami hadn't failed and if Nebraska was still somebody, right, then you'd have outside forces coming in. And Notre Dame, I wouldn't say they were down, but they're not in the best position. So Notre Dame's really the only outside element that threatens the dominance of the SEC and the Big Ten. So for me, it's sad that Nebraska's down.
Yeah, I don't know if Nebraska's ever going to come back. I mean, maybe the NIL will allow them to, but their whole recruiting scheme that led for them to be a blue blood, it's gone because it was Texas, and they can't recruit Texas now because nobody in Texas gives a fuck about Big Ten football.
It can be built back better, brother.
How many people other than Big Ten people give a shit about Big Ten football? I swear to God, it makes me want to. I fall asleep if I have to watch a game.
Big Ten is comparable to the SEC. I'm not gonna.
What's
lie
that,
to you.
Doug?
I said, get her, Bruce. She said something bad about Big Ten
Oh
football.
hell, I can't. I can't. I'm not gonna.
Bruce is one of those Big Ten fans because he got drafted into the conference that still says fuck the Big Ten.
Hey,
I'm
I'll
not a
stick
Big
up
Ten
for the
fan.
Big Ten, man. They're
It's
good.
it's boring football. It's grind
is.
them into the
It's called
dust.
good defense, man.
I don't
And
mind
Ed's
They
watching.
okay.
have the hosses. They get the big players, big bodied, like the SEC does.
I
And
don't mind watching
Exactly.
Washington, Oregon.
Dude, they play good defense in the Big Ten.
I don't
I don't
mind.
know what y'all are watching.
Oh,
Well,
it's boring as
Hawkins
hell.
is supposed to be really good. Ed, what do you think
I
about the
see
snow
it,
program?
dude.
We're talking about pound them, ground them, destroy them,
Dude.
grind them to dust. Ain't that Michigan's MO?
Oh. They
Yeah.
cheat, though, bro. Come on.
I just had to bring that up. I mean, that's what they do. And when that's successful, it's hard to beat. And Nebraska did that in the past. They had the Blackwatch. They had the offensive line from hell. They were able to recruit players that could play on the line, that could dominate the line of scrimmage, and then they crushed you into powder. Well, I mean, that's they're not doing that
like
now.
you said, Dr. Balls, if you're going to play that style, you got to be really good at it.
Really good
I
at it.
liked watching Nebraska before the Big Ten. Like,
Oh, that's-
and then they became it, and it's like, okay, this is boring. I don't know what it is. It just is boring.
Maybe
just
they
don't
should
think
go
it's so
back
fit.
to the Big 12.
It's
I
not
love
good-
Big 12 football. I think it is one of the best, sometimes better than watching SEC
Yeah.
football.
It's
They're
still
some
good.
badass games.
So
It is.
Nebraska, I mean, they make a lot of money for being in the Big Ten, and they're probably not going to leave. It don't matter what the fuck happens.
No.
But it's not a good fit. It's been a
No.
terrible fucking experience for Nebraska and Nebraska fans. They have way more in common. I mean, they'd be better in the SEC, to be honest. Oh, you got Oklahoma in the SEC now. That's their biggest fucking
I feel like
natural
they
rivalry
would.
is Oklahoma.
Before the Big Ten, it was fun football to watch. Nebraska football was fun to watch. And it just all of a sudden went to
And those
Shit.
Nebraska-Oklahoma games.
I think
were
they
great.
need to stick with Matt Rule on this. I
What
think
was you
he's
saying,
going to pull it. I
Sorry,
think
was
he's
that Ed?
going to pull him through.
Was that Ed? What'd you say, Ed?
Those Nebraska-Oklahoma games were classic games to watch.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I agree. You got to stick. Look, Nebraska has not gotten over the hump, but they're better than they were before he got there.
They are,
And
but
he is-
against good teams, it's still what it was, and it's still very competitive. They've been competitive for a while. They just don't win these games.
Right, but that you have a coach who has proven himself at two other places, so it would be crazy to show him the door. Who?
Oh no,
and it-
nobody's saying show him the door, but he definitely sucked donkey balls this week. You got to win at home against it's a suspect USC team. It just is.
Well, they have.
Shut the fuck up,
has
Dane.
one loss.
Don't make me open door number one, Dane.
Dude, I can't wait.
That's why
Holy
you're
shit.
here. You're here for door number one, aren't you?
That's
Dane?
You're
Yeah,
for
but
it.
you've been holding me hostage with door number one all night, Doug.
Let's open
Ain't
door
been
number
saying
one then.
shit.
Y'all ready?
Appreciate it.
do it.
Yeah.
Double Swinny, you still a weenie? Do you even take this shit seriously? We all know you should be a dead man walking, but does your bosses have the balls to even do it? We really doubt it. Clemson is hugging mediocrity. Do they even want to win? Y'all all sucking donkey balls with a grin. They bouncing on your chin, boy. Bouncing, trouncing on your dreams.
I have to say, Landon Beeman is right that he has not got it done, but he showed some petulance on the sideline the other night in his team sucking doggy balls and him sucking doggy balls. But he did show some fire, some petulance on the
Oh, he
sideline.
was pissed. He was not a happy camper.
No, he was unhappy, and they. I didn't see that part of it, and they talked about it extensively. Feinbaum and Matt Berry talked about it extensively, and I don't know. He's won 2 natties, guys. It's
What
hard to find
Feinbaum
this
say?
guy. Is he comfortable there, Dane? Where
Everybody cares what
What's that? He's coming in and out. They'll bet him faster and better than before, like the $6 million man.
Get your
But
phone out of your ass, Dane. We can't hear you when you stick your phone in your ass.
oh, that's what happened. He went to the potty. He's been known to do that. But so is Clemson's national championship hopes, guys. I mean, I personally said that they were well positioned to play for the Natty this year on the show and everything, and they were ranked as high as 4 in the country. They had a returning quarterback that was expected to improve. Several returning players on defense, weapons on the outside, but they didn't get it done, so they sucked donkey balls.
I was right there with you when it came to Clemson. They were high on my list. The talent they have, I think it's more on he won't turn to using the portal and NIL the correct way right now, and it's putting them way under everyone else.
Hell yeah!
I feel like
So
Clemson's using the portal appropriately.
Well, it's their first year using it, and what they only brought in a few players, and I think it's using the portal the correct way. But when it's been on the table
We
for
only
a few
needed
years,
a few players, so
it's been on
Hey,
the.
it looks like y'all needed more, Dane.
who was
I
who was
can't say that
Clemson
you
gonna
didn't
get
need them because you're not winning.
that we didn't get?
Well, maybe if you would have gotten someone
Sometimes
else,
it
you would
goes
have
like
another
that.
win.
I mean, if you watch the games that I've watched this year, Clemson's been good enough to win every game. And they somehow just fucking lose the games.
Like I
So,
can say that about Florida too, but
sometimes it goes that way.
I think what we're seeing is you got FSU using it way too much, trying to house a whole team, and look where they're at. And then you've got Clemson that's not using it enough, in my book, to make sure that even if it's bringing in the right depth for the
Well,
team.
I think
I'll tell you what,
Clemson's a year
Nikki,
behind.
you're gonna see it used. You're gonna see it used by Clemson.
Well, it will be used, but what's happened is they're
If that
a year
is
behind.
what the difference is,
They should have been
it's
recruiting
gonna
these
be
guys out
okay,
of
man.
transfer
I
portal
mean,
a year and a half ago.
That's what I'm saying. They're just behind.
They're
Maybe
just
give him a
behind
few
and
more years.
They're going to catch up.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
it just put them behind when they
Oh,
needed to be.
100%.
Yeah.
Clemson is. Listen, if it takes just owning the portal, Clemson will figure out a fucking way to do it.
You think he will?
I'm telling you, Dabo is the most competitive person I know. Like, I've ever met in person. I'm telling you, he will do what it takes to win. He cares.
Well, we
About,
haven't seen it yet, so
like,
I hope he
Clemson.
does.
All right.
There's going to be
All right.
payback.
You're gonna see it.
All right, we're now joined by Landon Beeman. Just kidding.
Fuck yeah.
Just kidding, Dave.
Come on, Landon.
Man.
That's so gay.
So how much leash does he have? How much leash does Dabo have before he either steps?
Dabo has
Natties.
my full faith and confidence, dude. Like, I'm not wavering on Dabo. I believe in him. I've seen him win multiple national champions.
Yeah.
Like all kinds of conference championships.
He's got a long leash.
Yeah, I don't see
yeah,
that.
dude. I
They'd be
believe in
foolish,
Dabo.
extremely foolish, if they even contemplated that.
I agree.
I wouldn't. Firing Dabo's not anywhere on Clemson's agenda. I promise you.
But
There-
will he have enough?
There's no way.
You
We
don't
would
think
have to
he-
go like 0-12 or something before Clemson would fire Dabo.
I don't know about that. In this area of football and what we're dealing with today, I have to question the higher
Clemson
ups
has
on
a
that.
culture. I mean, look at our basketball program. We've had the same basketball coach. I've wanted Clemson to fire
He's
this
good, actually.
motherfucker numerous times, and they have not done it. They stick with coaches that are good
And
or
Dabo is
decent,
good.
and the basketball coaches.
Who's better than Dabo right now in the game?
Exactly. Who are you going to replace him with?
Rondé,
If we're not
maybe.
hiring Nick Saban or Kirby Smart or insert a very impressive coach, I can't think of any more that I would want. Maybe Urban Meyer. I'm not even considering it. Who am I replacing Dabo fucking Sweeney with?
Dane, let's get together on this. We need to get you and Landon on to discuss this. Seriously.
The only way that
I'm
Brian
for it,
Day
man.
leaves Ohio State,
Whenever Landon wants to get off caps lock and hit the fucking interwebs with me, I'll do it.
All right, we'll get our people to hit y'all's people.
Your people will call my people.
We got people.
So I just got to say that Auburn fucked my whole night up last night by firing.
Why?
Because they fired Freeze today. Freeze was our dead man walking, and he's not walking anymore.
We got another one.
I really don't know how many years had he been there. This was 2 years, right?
Three.
3.
But we called that.
This was the 3rd year. You have to give him a whole 3 years, dude. And then,
you don't have to do shit.
The
Dane.
4th year is.
You don't have to do shit, Dane. They didn't do it.
The audacity of some of these universities.
So, and let me go ahead.
It's 5 and 7.
I got to go ahead and throw this in because I had to make another dead man door, and it was really hard to find somebody. And there's going to be people that's going to disagree with this because this guy is not completed his 2nd year yet, but he is on a 8-game losing streak, even though his team played admirable yesterday. I don't think he's going to make it into 2026. I just don't. Wrong one, guys. This one.
You're a dead man walking toward the unemployment line. Dead man walking. Those donkey balls that bounced upon your chin. And now it seems so likely you may never win again.
now, wasn't he the coach of the Texans just in the last 10 years?
Yep.
And
He was also working at Alabama too.
before that, he was the coach of Penn State, right? Wasn't he the savior of Penn State before they got picked?
Yeah.
He actually
Dude,
did
he
good.
should have never left that job with his weird ass. He should have just stayed there. Dumbass.
I mean, I could foresee Boston College not firing him. It is Boston College, and he hasn't had enough time, and they looked competitive yesterday. But the talk is they are actually getting the money up. Apparently, Boston College even wants to win.
Goodness. They're just going out to the streets of Cambridge and they got a cup out. And they're asking for any help they can get. Now, I haven't been to Boston and spent some time there and worked there. I noticed that nobody there gives a goddamn about college football, right?
Exactly. That could save the man, couldn't it, Bob?
It could save the man because they won't have enough money to scrape together to run this motherfucker out of town. But if somebody decides it, they got plenty of money. It's just somebody's got to decide it, right? And
Doug Flutie needs to fucking hit him up with some cash.
And I will say this though, as opposed to New York City, you could walk around there without, in like imminent worry of death. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, or Baltimore, like it's a bad idea to walk around certain parts of town, especially at night, shit like that. Whereas Boston, I was able to freely maneuver without too much worry for my life. There were nuts, but not necessarily ones that wanted to kill me. You know what I'm saying? And they, so under that climate,
I mean, you didn't walk in the wrong neighborhood.
Well, right? I was right beside I was right in Cambridge, right beside of Harvard University.
Yeah. It's a pretty good district to walk around in.
Yeah, it was all right. It was pretty nice. And they, but That's why they're not going to shuck him right this minute. But they could, Doug. I think they could fire him because Boston College has a tradition. They've done some amazing things here and there in the world of college football. They used to be a major competitor with Notre Dame. I mean, they probably should stay independent.
They
Yeah, I
gave Notre
think
Dame a
that we
tussle
need to
last.
go backwards on the conference expansion shit.
No, I think it's gonna keep going forward until we have
I
4.
I think you're
That's it.
probably right, Nikki, but I don't think that's the right
I don't
course.
like it. I don't like it, but
I think
40
they should
team
go.
conference.
They should run it back with the Pac and the Big 12 still being good.
So it'll be
And the
140 team
ACC,
league.
SEC, and Big 10.
It'll be 140 team league with a North and
Better
South conference. That's my prediction, guys. 40 team league with a North and South conference, and the whole thing will be a round robin for the national championship.
Well, if they're gonna keep rigging the games, I'm gonna lose interest because goddamn, dude. I saw multiple teams get absolutely fucked out of wins on legit plays. They reviewed them and everything and still confirmed their own shit. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's not good, the officiating overall. I mean, it's just any game you look at, there's some kind of fuck up, just like Bruce said earlier.
Dude,
You
that
know,
Georgia Florida
Oh,
shit
There
was
was two
atrocious.
penalty calls on Notre Dame that last night that should not have been called. Absolutely, positively shouldn't have been called, and they still did it. And it was so blatant and flagrant that I just shook my head. Albeit that I don't think Notre Dame played its best game of the season, not by a long shot, but they sure didn't warrant being screwed by the officials along the way either.
yeah, I agree with that. And you know what? We're going to say here at the show that they suck donkey balls. The refs suck donkey balls.
Yeah, I would.
Yes.
I'm in agreement there. Absolutely.
Oh yeah. Now I wonder if Doug is still with us. I've lost a picture of the Smack It Off home office. He may have had a technical issue.
Or
That's
maybe
all
he
right.
was tired of all of us, so he tapped out.
He turned
the
tapped out.
best podcast ever.
It is the best ever. Well, now Doug probably had a technical issue, or he ran out of beer and his dog hadn't brought it to him yet. You know, my dad traded a dog to go open. We had one of them old refrigerators from the 1950s. They had the big chrome handle that you had to pull it. It would unlock the door, and then so my dad had a coon dog that was trained 9 ways to Sunday, and it would go up a tree and walker, and it would go up to the refrigerator, and it would open that chrome handle and swerve him up for open, and he'd go in there and get a cold Pabst Blue Ribbon from my dad, and he was so gentle that he wouldn't bust it or cause it to squeeze open. Of course, that was the days of steel cans. I don't know if y'all remember steel beer cans, right? So then he brings the Pabst Blue Ribbon to my old man's for his enjoyment, so he can throw it at the TV when Kentucky doesn't score. You know.
Well, the easy part is teaching him how to open it. It's the tough part to teach him how to close it afterwards.
Yeah, you talking about a refrigerator?
Got a dog that leaves the door open like that all the time. Can get out, but can't close it.
That's right. They got to jump up against it, right? And that one there, if you jump in it hard enough, that handle would lock on its own. Lock. So that dog would have to, after the beer, he would run and go jump all up on the door. But then my mother would be upset because the beautiful 1950s beige Art Deco color on it, right, really showed dog prints. My mom didn't really want that in the house. Now, I don't know what any of y'all know about poverty, but the poor people I've known in my life, because they had nothing, were able to clean to a degree that would make fucking Uncle Sam and the United States Army impressed. You know what I'm saying? And they, you know, so they, anyway, so that's what went on with it. Those are the teams that suck donkey balls. I'm going to message Doug and see what's going on with him. But
he just said his internet just went down.
Oh my goodness. He goes, my internet went down. I'm sure he's on the recovery path now.
I gotta go to sleep, everybody.
Take
We gotta
care.
go to sleep. So I guess, guys, we've covered your team. If they suck donkey balls, and Doug's internet's still down, so I'm gonna say good night to everybody. Thank you for joining the snow. Like, subscribe, share, buy the merch, sport the merchandise, right? And your team sucks donkey balls.
Fuck your
Night,
team.
everyone.
Night.
Good night, gang.